Because clarity can only kick in when you allow yourself to be the vessel, when your mind is out of the way. Because clarity, interestingly, we would think it's mental. We remove the mental fog. But clarity actually comes in through the body. And inspiration comes in through the body. Yes, it comes in through the crown, which is placed on our head. But it's processed in the body first. And intuition is processed in the body first. And that's why it's important to also understand the pain body. We cannot listen to our body when we store too much pain in it. Because how would we know what is our inner truth versus the truth that we have trained our body to believe? How would we know what truly feels right when our emotional state is in a turmoil? How can we differentiate between true divine truth coming through us versus our personal perception of it? Because everything we perceive it throughout our perception. Everything. It's the lenses through which we see the world. And they are filtered through the information we receive. And not just we receive personally, but also through the information the collective is all stored in us. So we have to go beyond perception. And beyond perception means you are being the observer. Now, when I say you are being the observer, what part of you is observing?
Like my mind.
Now, can your brain observe without perception, without filter?
No.
Exactly. So when we speak about going beyond perception, what part of you is observing that can truly do that? It's the soul. It's the higher self. The higher self is that part of you that can see things from a higher perspective. This is air. Higher perspective, the knowledge of the cosmos. Higher truth, which is love. Because your observer is that one that notices. And your observer is the one that notices that you observe. It's not attached to an emotional state. It's not attached to an identity. It simply observes the experience. It's similar to when you watch, let's say, a movie, and this movie doesn't affect you at all. Like, it doesn't cause any emotion whatsoever, no memory or no resonance whatsoever. But you watch it, it's interesting. This is how the soul observes. Because the mind is here to store experiences chronologically. That's why you can remember when, let's say, you had your first kiss. That's why you can remember when you drove your bicycle the first time, when you graduated, when you took your first job, when you fell in love for the first time. You can remember this because your brain is designed to store experiences chronologically. Now, can you remember when you were born? And I'm not speaking of the date. Can you, in your mind, recall the moment you were born when you came out of your mother's womb? You can't. You can't. But your womb can. Your body stores that memory in your cells. And this is the body knowledge. The body knows. Because it's limited in its perception. So is the body if we stay in the pain body. Because then the pain body just reacts to the trauma that is imprinted in it. And that's why being in the state of the observer is so hard for many.